So I quit my 9 to 5 about 2 years ago. And ever since then, I've been mainly freelancing jobs here and there. See, I got to a point in my life where I was unhappy about my situation. I was living paycheck to paycheck. And I don't know, I just felt stuck in a way. And I felt like everyone around me was also stuck in their own ways. No one was happy with their lives. No one ever is. There's a saying, and it is true. There's honor in every single job you do, no matter what it is. If that's how you feed your family, then it's still gonna be honorable. But I feel like the system that we live in, man, it sets you up for failure. There's no winning unless you step out of it. And that was pretty much my thinking process back then. I don't want to have a 9 to 5 job, man. I don't want to live up to my 40s and still have to respond to a boss, take my lunch breaks, do that shit. Of course, it all depends on where you are in life. Thankfully, I was blessed enough to just quit it and try to do my own thing. That may not be true for everybody, but there's always a way out. You just gotta think of it. To each person, their own lives, kind of thing. And I just wanted to make this video to document this. I have my own company. I sell those jobs. I'm in sales basically. I sell those jobs and then I also work them. But I'm trying to get to a point in which I can just pass it on to one of my crew and have them work for me, and then I'll just keep working from home. That's my goal at the moment. And then I'm also working on getting my life insurance license, which is also sales. And I just wanted to document this and see how far am I gonna go within 3 years. See, my dream car is a Porsche 911, and I feel like that's most men's dream car. And I am gonna have that shit. I'm gonna have a nice fucking house. I don't give a fuck really about being married. I do want to have a bunch of kids, but I don't know, man. I kind of gave up on the whole idea of love. I don't think that's something that really applies to the world we live in. I don't know. Maybe I'll be surprised down the line, but up to this point, I just gave up on it. So yeah, I'm doing my own thing, man. And there are those nights in which I'm lost. Honestly, I feel like that's every single day. I just have this feeling of being lost. Just because when you're living a 9 to 5 job life kind of thing, you always know your schedule. You have your own schedule set up for you. You have someone telling you what to do. But then when you're just doing things by yourself, it's you and you. There's no one else. So it's entirely up to you whether you succeed or not. And I don't know. I haven't gotten that many connections at the moment. I can't just talk to my boy that's also doing the same thing as me, because there aren't any. So I don't know. It feels lonely, to be honest. But I know that I'm on the right track to have the life I want. I want to be able to travel the world. I want to be able to have whatever the fuck car I want. I want to have my mom set up in a nice house. My entire family not have to worry about money because they are my bloodline. You see what I mean? It's about having that kind of legacy, man. I feel like every single man aspires to have that. And not many of us always do it. But I'm gonna do it. And if you're watching me, man, if you're, following my footsteps, then so will you. I feel like we only have one life. And I'd rather die than than having the same lifestyle as my coworkers back then. They were like 50, 60 sometimes, making the same money as I was. Fuck that. Because if I kept on that was gonna be me. And I don't want that shit for me, man. I don't want that shit. I don't want to have to worry about shit like that ever again. Oh, I'm gonna be late for my work. Fuck that shit. Oh, when's my next paycheck gonna be? Fuck that. No, man. We gotta do this shit. We gotta be obsessed. It's not easy to have this kind of mindset every single day. But then again, if you take one step at a time, eventually you get there. And that's what I hope that happens. If it doesn't, I'm as good as dead. But I'm okay with it. Let's fucking do this.